to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I've used the ketogenic journey to lose 212 pounds. My lowest was 157.8, and I started building a deck last week and went dirty keto, meaning things I actually lost 120 pounds on the first year of keto does not work for me anymore. I did low carb tortilla shells. I did Coke Zero. I did bad sandwich meats because I can only eat certain ones without going up in weight. Plus it was Shark Week, tons of ibuprofen, which makes you go up. I got almost to 175 in less than a week and freaked the hell out. So I'm going to show you today's weigh-in because I peed a lot yesterday. Still not all of that weight off because I still can't believe I gained that much weight in a week. So let me show you my macros from yesterday, my sleep, my steps, and today's weigh-in. And I'll show you what I've already had for breakfast, and we'll continue in a minute. It is a 16-hour fast day, but I have done a 19-hour fast. I am having 3 regular eggs, 3 ounces of the egg whites, 8 of my low-sodium bacon covered in Himalayan salt, and my first collagen coffee of the day, and it is after 12 o'clock. Okay, my steps yesterday was 7,574. I want to stay about 8,000 or more, so the last 2 days hasn't been that great. My sleep was 7 hours and 56 minutes. Would have been great if I didn't get woken up a billion times by kittens slapping me on my face and crying. Oh, I swear, every time I fell asleep, they came running and bit me or slapped me or you name it. They did not want me sleeping. I'm wondering if I'm snoring or something, and they're, cats and dogs will wake you up if you're snoring. So my weigh-in was 168.4. So that is down about 6.4 pounds. So I am happy about that. And my macros for yesterday was 148 protein. Yay, that makes me very happy. Fat was 73. Calories 1366. Total carbs was 12 and net was 8. Alright, so I'm about to go out to Popeyes to grab everyone some food. So if you do a keto diet, you can have a chicken breast and it's 14 total carbs if you don't care about ingredients. I am not doing that, but I am probably getting some blackened chicken, which does have maltodextrin, and people have pointed that out. And I'm only going to have a couple of strips and see what it does, because I'm going to have dinner later tonight. As you saw, I've dropped over 6 pounds in like 2 days. So my electrolytes are a little wacky right now, so I'm trying my best to down a lot of sodium. That's key, very much key. I'm kind of taking a break today. I am going to stop at the post office when I run to Popeyes right now. And like I said, I am not going to eat a whole serving of those chicken strips. I just want to see what it does to see if that is something I can have or not, because maltodextrin used to not bother me at all. But I don't know if it does now or not. So if I go up tomorrow, we'll know it does. If I keep going down to get this water weight off, I know I can have it, because I need to find some stuff that I can grab and go type deal from places, because we got a lot of building this fall and I need some options. And yes, I am going to be preparing some stuff in advance, but still sometimes you want something hot and yummy, right? Especially when you've been slaving out in the heat and doing all this manual labor, you start craving yummy things. And eating some boneless, skinless chicken from my house tastes like crap to me. The steak is yummy, but if no one feels like going out and grilling it, there's no steak. Last night's dinner I did enjoy, but I know I'll get sick of it really fast. You need options. At least this girl does. I've gone too many months of eating the same exact food and hating it. I am still in love with my pumpkin keto chow protein sparing modified fast breads that I make. I am totally in love with them, and they are still working for me, so I'm just gonna make a bunch of them. I'm thinking about trying a chocolate one this week. We will see. So I'm gonna shut up right now and get going, and I will film more in just a little bit. Okay, so I tried the spicy chicken strips, blackened chicken strips. I usually get mild. They only had spicy. I ate one and my whole inside of my mouth is swollen right now and you can hear the heartburn, so I won't be eating them and my assignments out the window, and we'll see what I have for dinner later. Okay, don't have much of a video yet today, so I'm going to record my goulash stuff I'm making. Not real Hungarian goulash. I use the word to just mean I throw some stuff together. So I am frying up my lean sirloin beef right now. I'm about to drain the grease out of it and weigh it. And put it in this bowl so I can drain the grease out. So while the grease is draining out, I am going to throw in some mushrooms. Probably won't eat all the mushrooms. That's only 3 total carbs or 3 net carbs, or I don't know for sure. Let's look and see. So I throw it in. No, I didn't. So for the whole entire container, it is 2 net carbs, 6 total carbs. So I won't eat all that. Let me weigh out the hamburger real fast, decide how much I'm going to be using. That way I know how to put in my little macro. Okay, so it came to 11.8. At first I was just going to pull out like 8 ounces of it. And I decided just go ahead and make it all. And what I eat, and what I don't, and I just put in my macros, and whatever it ends is what we're doing tonight. Because seriously, I doubt I can eat all this. But I am starving. Not gonna lie, I am hungry. So I have sour cream that I need to use before it goes bad. So we're gonna throw some in there. What I wanted to make, I don't have all the ingredients. I wanted my tomatoes. I was gonna make like Italian, not Italian, but oh, hold on, like a taco bowl salad thingy. Okay, so get the paper on top. 1 tablespoon, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do 4 tablespoons. And my Himalayan salt. Mainly I'm using this because I don't want to waste it. And it goes bad in a week. So right now it's kind of like a stroganoff. You can put some cream cheese up in there to make it even more. Plus I'm trying to up my calories a little. I'm having trouble getting some calories in. We're going to do 2 more. So each 2 is 1 total carb. My goal right now is to see if I up my calories, if it will help me get rid of some of the water weight. I'm doing so much activity that my body is just holding on to everything. Okay, so half a cup, 6 total carbs, 5 net. I know this is sounding very carby, but I haven't eaten any carbs today. And I seriously doubt I'm eating the whole thing. I mean, look, there's tons here. This is probably 2 meals. I'll probably eat some of my yummy bread later. So, if I was to eat this whole thing in total carbs, I think it's like 16, right? Let me see. 6, okay, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's like 15 if I was to eat this whole thing right here. Plus probably 2 for cheese. But I'm not eating it all. And if you do net carbs, of course it is way lower. You know, back in the day, I would eat like the whole jar. So only using half a cup is like, yay. Maybe not yay to my taste buds as much, but like I said, the sour cream was not necessary for making this, but it's going to give me more calories that I desperately need, because I am trying to get to 1,800 and I don't see that happening. I should just eat tons of bacon. Okay, now I'm just going to throw it in a pan, my little bowl here, and put some cheese on it, and I'll show you it when it's done. Okay, I haven't stuck cheese on it, but I'm going to show you how much I'm eating compared to how much I'm saving. I'm saving more than I'm eating. So this is probably like 4 total carbs, maybe 5. Okay, 1 ounce of cheese, well, a little under, and I'm going to eat it. I'm going to go ahead and add some more Himalayan salt too. So my daughter's over here trying to discuss Halloween costumes, and she wants Dino to dress up for Halloween, and he's refusing.
Petition down in the comments. Basically, if you think Dino should dress up for Halloween, comment it and annoy the crap out of Dino and Mommy until they just break.
I dress up for Halloween, so I don't need to be annoyed.
Well, like, if they annoy you, then you'll annoy Dino. To make it stop.
Well, the crazy thing is, he's dressed up for skits that he's done before, crazy ones and jokes.
He stole Mommy's clothes.
Oh, I forgot about those ones.
Did you forget about that?
I'm talking about the ones he did with his friends in Hawaii.
Oh.
I
I was talking about the ones where he put like a pillow on his shirt.
Celebrate the pagan holiday.
Oh my gosh, that's
Christmas
not
is a pagan holiday.
That's not what Halloween's about, baby. No, Halloween is about putting on costumes so the spirits can't get you. That's what it's about.
I can actually go into in-depth history of Halloween.
Kids don't like do fun stuff.
Hi, Shaggy. Oh my gosh, is that a cat school?
Uh-huh.
There's a cat school. Oh, he's going in the bag.
Okay, Dino really had Haley going like with the whole history of Halloween because she thought he was being serious just then. I was dying. Dying. And now what, Shark? He is pulling, yes, my house is a mess because of cats. He is dragging his little carrier all around the living room. They're huge in the dragging stuff. I swear I've never met cats that drag stuff. My dogs did, but I've never had a cat that picks stuff up and drag it around and pull it behind them and push it. We are still sitting here trying to debate what to dress up for Halloween. We cannot get him to agree or disagree. And it's like almost midnight.
Why do you have a
We
shelf?
still don't
Why
know.
did you walk into the room with a shelf?
Because he's blocking the thing for the cats because they eat everything.
Where did he find a shelf?
I had to break the desk to get this part. Sorry.
It's not true. So yeah. So we're sitting here trying to debate costumes and what we're going to have for our Halloween party with just the family. My dad's demanding a Halloween party on the porch once it's built for Halloween. With just the family, of course, because, you know, the C-19 can't do nothing, right? So, yeah, we all know on Halloween, I probably will not stay keto. I'm not even going to say I will because I'm the one cooking all the yummies, okay? And there's a list of yummies. And yes, I am going to make food that is keto so I could stay at least low carb. But there are a few things, like a few grapes that I might want. Because that's what I did last year, right? I love grapes. Or was it the year before? I think that was the year before. I lost all track of time because the last 2 years it's just been whoosh, one big weird whitewash. Like, totally weird, right? Nothing's the same anymore. Everything's changed. Everything's different. The kid is playing with the kittens right now. So I know I'm supposed to be talking about keto. You see what I've eaten today. That's it. I don't even know if this video is long enough to make a video. I'll put it together and see. Hopefully it is. If not, this will be tied with tomorrow's video. So, yeah. She's having fun with the kittens. Okay, Sharky had the plastic and Haley was freaking out, so we had to stop for a minute so she could get it. I don't know where they find stuff. They find my receipts. They do all kind of naughty stuff.
I was gonna sing.
Oh, that's actually not copyrighted.
It is.
It's a campfire song.
Oh, I don't know. I have to look it up.
Can't
Dino
it
wants to
copyright?
sing the Baby
I thought it was-
Shark song, but he's afraid it's
It's
copyrighted.
it's a big hit in Japan and all that. They got Japan singers singing it. Dancing
But they
to
don't own it.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah, Americans made it, didn't it? Around a
It's just
campfire,
a
or was it
general
Australia?
campfire song.
I had never heard it before. Someone made it up.
It's a Japanese song.
Okay, so I guess it is copyrighted now. It did belong to American composer, but because they didn't copyright it, the smart something or whatever in Korea now owns it. So
Like insulin.
yeah, I guess we all need to copyright our crap so other people can't come along and take it.
Sometimes
Yeah.
people buy it.
No, it wasn't bought because the American person filed a lawsuit against them but lost the lawsuit. She's watching Piper drink so much water and she finds it hysterical.
Normally cats don't really like drinking water. That's why they can't have only hard food. So it just...
Piper and Sharky drink a lot
So
of
nobody's
water.
outside can close over there. Come on.
Oh yeah, if they're all inside.
Sharky's outside.
Let me go get Sharky. Okay, so you've seen how my day went. You saw the weight on the scale. You've seen what I've eaten. It is 11 o'clock at night. Sorry. I'm about to put the video together. There isn't much to this video. So it isn't crazy long. Got a lot of work to do tomorrow. Like a lot. So, probably too much information, but ever since I ate the Halo Top the other night, like the whole container, I've had horrible gas. Like insanely horrible. And I've Googled it because it is so bad, painful, so bad, and it won't go away. And I guess for some people, some of the fiber and stuff that's in there ferments for them. And I just happen to be one of them. And it can be painful and very smelly and disgusting. I never ate a whole one before in a sitting. I never experienced this before. I take days to eat one when I'm eating them. So, yeah. Yes, I'm still going through that today. It's quite embarrassing. I haven't peed that much today like I did yesterday, but so I don't see another down tomorrow. At least I don't think so. We will see. I have to force myself to eat all of my dinner because I'm trying to raise my calories. I think my calories are just too low and it's making me hold on to fluid. So I've done that. I forced myself and we'll see how that goes on the scale tomorrow or the next day because it could be several days before you actually see something. It isn't always the very next day. I had something else I wanted to tell you and I just cannot remember. So, yeah. So I'm going to shut up because this video is probably only like 10 minutes long. I don't know. Because usually YouTube doesn't like me putting out videos that's less than 20 minutes. Like for monetization purposes, they want it 20 minutes or longer. And I spend so much time and energy usually on my videos that I want at least that $2 and something for them. Because that's kind of all I make for my videos. So we'll see once I upload this into the computer. We'll see how long it is. And then you'll see if you got to see a little video by itself as long as it's over 10 minutes or if I've combined 2 days together again. Because I really did mean for this video to be longer, but the day just got away from me. My daughter came over and during the time I was going to be filming a bunch and then I lost track of thought and I don't remember what all I was going to be filming. Sorry, I got distracted because my little lights that hook up to my computer have unplugged themselves, and I'm trying to fix it before I forget all about it. And I think I'm gonna have to turn it all around to fix it. But yeah, so I've lost all track of thought on what I wanted to say to y'all. But on the Halloween note, I am going to be making a lot of things that's acceptable for keto. So there will be hot dogs wrapped in bacon, probably not just normal standard pigs in a blanket, but the European kind where it's actually hot dogs wrapped in bacon. There will be things like that, probably carrots, celery, things that I can eat and stay keto. And then if I choose not to, there will be some other choices there. So I say this, I'm not staying keto because I don't want to put myself up for failure. That's how I've decided on the holidays, to no longer say I'm staying keto on the holidays. I'm not staying keto on the holidays, and if I do, yay me. And if I don't, well, I already said I wasn't, right? You can't fail at something if you don't set yourself up for failure. That's my new theory. So if I go ahead and say, nope, not being keto that day, gonna eat what I want. And then if I stay keto, yay, right? And if I didn't, yay anyways, because I said I wasn't going to in the first place. That's what I've learned my 4 years on keto. That don't set yourself up for failure. Do not put too high expectations on yourself. Do not say, oh, I'm going to my Nana's, Anna, or Grandma, whatever you call her, and she makes this amazing pie or something that you love, like a casserole or something. You only go once a year, but I'm keto, so I'm not going to eat it. And then you know how much you love it, and you know in the back of your head you're going to eat it. And then you feel guilty that you ate it because you just failed. No. Don't do that to yourself. The rule is, just say you're going to eat it. And then if you're strong and you don't eat it or you choose not to, you just won. Because it's a mind game. This whole diet thing is a mind game. And if anyone tells you otherwise, they don't know what they're talking about. It's all about your mindset, okay? It is, if you want keto for life, you're going to have to learn to accept that sometimes you eat a donut. Because I know a few people that I've watched who has never went back and touched anything bad, okay? Anything that's not keto. And that's them telling us that. So, I know I'm not that person and never will be. So why set myself up for failure? I'm so close to my goal anyways that why would I do that to myself? Okay, I've done it to myself every year. Every year on Thanksgiving, except last year I did low carb. I stayed keto on Thanksgiving. 2 days later, I broke down, ate leftovers, and then felt guilty for it. All 3 years, except last year, because I planned it out. I learned there was no guilt, no feeling bad about it. I knew I was going up in water weight, didn't have to feel ashamed, didn't have to feel like I was hiding something, because I planned it out. So if you don't plan on eating keto 100% for the rest of your life, don't put yourself up for failure. Okay? If you think there's a possibility on Thanksgiving or Halloween or a birthday that you might not be able not to resist, or that you will choose not to resist, then go ahead. Go in saying, tomorrow's a new day and I'm going to eat this. And then decide that day. Like, that's what I'm doing. Because I seriously doubt I'm going to eat any kind of pigs in blankets, because hot dogs make me nauseous now. But I'm giving myself that permission so I don't fail. And here's the secret. When I give myself permission to eat bad food, like I did at Thanksgiving, I end up only eating a tablespoon or 2. I don't even eat a whole slice of pie. I don't even eat a big spoon of mashed potatoes. It was literally 2 tablespoons. when I give myself permission, I don't feel like I need to binge on these foods because I can give myself permission another time to eat it again. When I go off the wagon without giving myself permission, that's when I eat too much bad food. That's when I could eat a whole pizza or something. But if I give myself permission to eat a couple of slices of pizza if I want to, then that's all I eat. I don't get a binge. I don't get a depravity. I don't feel like, well, when will I ever have this again? So I might as well eat tons of it, right? Because it's a mind game. You have to learn where your mindset is. Now, there are some people that sugar is like being an alcoholic, and it's like alcohol to them. So if you're that type of person and you can't fix your mind and you can't control that no more than an alcoholic can, because there are people that are addicted to food, then this conversation is not for you. Okay, everything I'm saying, if you are that type of person, this isn't for you if you cannot control yourself and stop yourself. This is if you have learned to control yourself. If you have learned to have more willpower, more thinking, more than the cookie, okay? If you have more power over your, over the cookie, does the cookie have more power over you, or do you have more power? It's a real thing. People really are addicted to food, and there is nothing to be ashamed of. And if you admit it to yourself, admit it to other people, people might understand better. Sometimes they don't, but it's a real thing. Because the first 2 years, it was very hard every time I cheated to get back on the wagon, because the cookie always won. It had more power. It was so yummy, so good, and it made me feel so happy, and then really, really sick and throw up like crazy, and mind game. I had to retrain my brain. I had to retrain my thinking. Just like I had to retrain my permissions. Yes, I can have what I want on Halloween. Doesn't mean I'm going to. But I'd rather not binge by saying I'm never going to eat anything off keto again. I'd rather not feel like I failed by eating off plan. So the plan is to go off plan, and if I stay, yay. I know I said that multiple times in this conversation just now, but I really think it's important that you find out where your willpower stops, and you can train yourself to have more willpower, because I didn't in the beginning. And I will admit, when it comes to Cheetos, my willpower does not exist. Okay, they cannot come in this house. I cannot eat one. I cannot eat just 28, which would still put me on my macros for keto, because I've done the math for Cheetos before. Dirty keto, of course. No. You bring in a bag of Cheetos, I'm eating the whole damn thing, even if I say I'm not going to. Once I've taken a bite, that's when I'm in trouble, because it is an addiction chip for me, like an item that I cannot control myself with. It is not possible. No matter how much I've told my brain, no matter how much I told myself, no matter what I've done, the conversation, once I start eating it, I don't care. And if anyone points it out, I just get angry at them, and I just sit and continue to eat it. That's why Cheetos cannot be in this house. It is not an exaggeration at all. And one of the reasons I seldom make keto brownies, which, believe it or not, I like keto brownies better than real brownies now, is because I love brownies, and I will eat the whole friggin' pan, even if it is keto. So they're just like when I make all these cakes with the icing and crap, it leaves my house. I eat just what I show you in the video to taste test it, and it gets out of my house, because the cake part without the icing would be fine. The icing part puts me way on my macros, and I would not be able to resist it. I know my limits. I know there are certain things I can resist with no problems, like Dino's mint Oreos. Like, they would give me heartburn beyond belief. I can resist them. They can be in this house all day long and near me. There are things I can resist. maybe one day he'll get back on cam and talk about his experience with keto and what he's come to conclusions with and what he's doing now or whatever. But right now we're focusing on building and crap, and he's doing his own little thing. And like he says, he doesn't really know my world of keto. So, but maybe we can do it live soon. But I can resist them. So if there are certain things you cannot resist, do not give yourself permission to eat it one day, in my opinion. Like Cheetos, I can't resist them. And then I want more, and I want to buy more and more and more, and then it spiraled down. I learned this when Dina was here in February, that's just not a thing. I still, after all these years, it is my weakness. It is, I don't want real food. I just want them. So you learn over time. You learn over time what you can handle, what your body will react to. Just like this last little experiment. Coke Zero is just not something I can drink more than maybe one drink every week or something. It makes my weight go up. And so does all diet sodas. But I can do, Zedia is just fine. And there's a few other zeros I can do, but they give me heartburn, so I don't drink them. I learned that maybe 1 or 2 flour tortilla low carb is fine. Anymore, not. I've learned I still have to be very careful with the quality of sandwich meat I eat. All these things shoot my weight up very quickly. You don't know what you can and can't have during weight loss. It'll change during maintenance until you're at that place. Okay, I had no clue I would go up so badly. I knew I would go up about 5 to 7 pounds because of Shark Week. I knew taking all those ibuprofen would put at least 3 more pounds on me. So I was thinking in my head, 8 pounds max. Maybe 9. But when I went up almost to 175 this week, yeah, was not expecting an 18-pound weight gain. Freaked me the hell out, not gonna lie. I was so upset. And I had to remind myself, well, you're putting your body through hell, you're taking ibuprofen, it's that time of the month, you just drink tons of soda. Yes, Coke Zero, but still, all of those things to combine took me up that much. And of course, I'm 168, so right now I'm 11 pounds up, but still. Even talking about it gets me upset. Because it was keto food. It's foods and stuff, even the ibuprofen, that I lost 120 pounds in the beginning with. But my body can no longer handle it. It's not because of keto. It's because when you get down to your lowest and you're really close to your goal, everything affects it more and more. And then maintenance, you have to learn what will affect it. So if I had quit my weight loss right now, that just told me those things I cannot have in my maintenance mode. Okay, of course, most people would say that you need to give it a couple more weeks, like 6+ weeks, and then, you know, not be doing all this physical labor. Like, there's so many people probably shaking their heads that I shouldn't freak out. That, no, I'm freaking out, okay? Like, a little over a week, I gained 18 pounds from keto, dirty keto, because I normally don't do dirty keto. And all the other crap. All the other crap's involved too. So the whole point is, I don't know what your body would do any more than I know what my body will do, unless you spend tons of time studying your own body. Literally, that's what I've done the last 4 years. And when I start keto coaching, that is things I will have to help whoever I'm coaching discover for themselves, because I can lead you and hold your hand on that, but you're the one in your body. You're the one knowing what things are feeling like. Or you got a cough, do you have more heartburn, do you have breakouts? All this matters, because it's not just about weight loss. Like Dino said, it's great for weight loss. But that's my theory here, is if you do keto just for weight loss and then you get off of keto, you better be prepared to gain 10 to 20 pounds back in water weight, because when you start eating carbs, it's a sponge. All that water is going to get right back on you, and you're going to look all blobby and swollen because you just upped your carbs. Now you got more water. So to me, if you don't need keto to lose weight, you don't need it for health problems, and you don't plan on staying keto, don't do keto to lose weight. Because as soon as you're off, bam, water weight comes back on, you get upset, and you be like, well, everyone says you gain your weight back. No, you gain water weight back, okay? And if you go back to eating the way you were originally before keto, then yeah, you probably will gain your weight back. So my theory is, if you're just doing it to lose weight, if you got tons and tons of weight to lose, I can understand to use keto. But then you need to gradually take yourself to low carb. I do not suggest ever going back to normal eating with all those carbs after being keto. But that's just me. That's just me. So I just see it as putting yourself up for a big failure and a big weight gain. And there's a lot of YouTubers who are redoing keto because they did that and they gained a bunch of weight. So I'm going to shut up because I said this was a very short video and I just rattled 20 whole minutes to y'all. So hopefully you like this video, and we'll see what the scale says tomorrow.